Hello, Marty Maniacs. This is MartiMania. Sorry, my voice is like still hoarse because I was literally yelling at my TV for Money in the Bank. It was a great pay-per-view. That's what I'm here to talk about today. Is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view results, kind of. I didn't catch Raw this week. I keep hearing about how great it is, but I didn't watch it because I was working. Yeah, gotta work. Bills need to be paid. So I walked in at the end of Raw and saw AJ come back and all kind of junk. But anyway, we'll get more into that. First, the merch of the week is the merch of the day, I guess, is this. It's kind of funny. This USMC, can y'all see it? Marine Corps shirt, which is great. I love the Marines. I have a cousin that's a Marine. Marines are great. But here's here's the twist. It's from John Cena, the Marine. I got this shirt in 2005 when the movie came out. I want to say it was 2005. Let's just go with 2005. I can't really remember, but I feel like his CD came out and he won the belt and all that stuff happened all the same year. So let's just say for the benefit of the doubt, it's 2005. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will say it in the comments. Anyway, so that's the merch. Old school shirt. I got it for free. I don't remember exactly how. Something to do with the move. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the merch of the day. Just because I couldn't really find anything else. I finally ordered my WrestleMania 30 jacket. I know it's July. I know. But I had zero money when I got to New Orleans for WrestleMania and could buy no merch. And it has been depressing me for the last 2 months that I had nothing to show from my hometown WrestleMania. So that kind of bummed me out really bad. But I had my ticket stub and y'all saw the video, all the footage and all that stuff, but I wanted some kind of merchandise. Like when I went to WrestleMania 25, I walked out of there with a jersey, a t-shirt, a hat, and some other stuff. 30, I had nothing. But now I do. It's on its way. So hopefully as soon as I get it in, it'll be my merch. Anyway, so let's talk Money in the Bank. I'm solo now, unfortunately. I had my old wrestling posse back. It was like Evolution reuniting for me. Like, I was excited to have my old people back with me. But anyway, I'm back solo by my lonesome. But it's fine, because I have a lot to talk about. Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Not only was it a great pay-per-view, but it was the first time I got to use the WWE Network to watch a pay-per-view. Y'all got to do better on this restarting in this. Anyway, they have to do better with this jumping and skipping and freezing and all kind of junk. I've never, like I said, that was the first time I used it. Shout out to Isaiah Ramirez. Thank you. Thank you again. It was an honor to get to watch it happen as it was actually happening. It's been a while since I ordered a pay-per-view. In the last year, I've actually gone to more pay-per-views than I've ordered. That's sad, but it's true. The jumping and the skipping. Now, we started watching it at like 6 during the pre-show. And I do like that everything is WWE, which makes sense to the WWE Network, but it just was so aggravating. Like, we missed all of the Money in the Bank contract ladder match entrances because it literally skipped back to like the second match. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It skipped back to the tag team championship match. And I was like, the hell, man? Why would this happen? So anyway, so let's get into that match. My favorite match of the night, of course. Duh. I know y'all already know why. The Money in the Bank contract ladder match. Now, here's the thing. Not only was it my favorite match because it was the one Seth Rollins was in, but it was my favorite one because it's always been my favorite match. I've always been aggravated with the fact that they took it out of WrestleMania. Like, that was the best thing about, not the best thing, but it was one of the things I always really, really looked forward to at WrestleMania was the first match being the Money in the Bank ladder match. Because it was always a group of people that, if they didn't have this briefcase, they wouldn't be considered for a major title yet. So it was exciting and it was new and it was always the first thing, just starting WrestleMania out with a bang. And it was just great. And when they took it out and made its own pay-per-view, I felt like it lost a little bit of value. The Money in the Bank became about other stuff. Like, we all remember the infamous CM Punk John Cena Money in the Bank ladder match. It had nothing to do with the actual Money in the Bank match. I can't even, to be honest with you, I can't even tell you who won that match at this point. But so this year it kind of had that same feel to me. Like, it was all a bunch of guys that need that extra step to get to be in the main event. Which it was, who was in it this year? Seth Rollins, of course, Dean Ambrose. Oh my God. Embarrassing. Okay, here we go. So, the contract Money in the Bank ladder match it was Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, RVD, Jack Swagger, and they have in parentheses with Zev Coulter. And I think Barrett was supposed to be in there, but he wasn't because he's hurt or whatever. So that's fine. So that match, honestly, for me, that was the match of the night. I thought it was so, so good. I mean, not only because Seth Rollins won, but it was so many different moments. Like, I've been to see a Money in the Bank match. I was at WrestleMania 25 when CM Punk won it for the 25th time. As if he would be there that long. For the second time, he won it. And here's what's funny. Little history note, kids. The crowd booed like crazy when CM Punk won the second time. They felt he didn't deserve it. It was too soon. He already won it twice. Blah, blah, blah. It was crazy. But I remember that like it was yesterday because I was a huge CM Punk fan. So I turned around and I was like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all booing? Apparently everyone wanted Christian to win that year. But that's a little history lesson. Anyway, so it's always a great match. This one was really extreme. There was a lot of big things that happened. Like someone put a ladder on the in between the rope and the other ladder. He wound up dumping Seth Rollins on it. He's like bouncing around on there. It didn't fall. I don't know if it was supposed to fall or not, but it was phenomenal. There was all these big things that happened. Kofi Kingston did some amazing stuff again. Which here's what's funny about Kofi Kingston. He always has a huge moment in these matches, but he never wins. Why? He's like landing on his tippy toes in a battle royal. He hopped on a chair in the Royal Rumble to get back in. He's been the one that walked on stilts at one of the WrestleManias for Money in the Bank. He used the ladders as stilts. He always has all these awesome moments, but he does all this stuff and then loses anyway. So what's the point? Anyway, I wanted Seth Rollins to win. He did win, so I was very excited about that. Of course, I think that was the only match I actually called correctly. I'd have to go back and watch the other MartiMania that I shot right before the show, but man, that match was on point. It was so good, but I did notice when the WWE World Heavyweight title match came about, you could see the difference in the time people's been there. Like, there wasn't as many screw-ups. The timing was perfect for everything. The WWE World Heavyweight title match would have been a really great match if John Cena didn't win. Now, I know this is the internet, and this is the We Hate Cena Club. I don't hate the guy. I really don't. I just did not see, and if you watch the other MartiMania, the pre-show, I was like, there's no way John Cena can win. There's no reason. It would make no sense for him to win. He won. And I kept thinking, oh, well, now comes the heel turn. It did not come. It never comes. John Cena and like I said, I'm not mad at him. It's not his fault. He's just doing his job, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be that girl that freaks out, yeah, Cena sucks, yeah, all that stuff. I'm not going to do that. But I will say it just, to me, made no sense to have him win. What did he have to gain by winning? What I thought would have been phenomenal was if Roman Reigns won. And if Roman Reigns won and then Seth Rollins cashed out on him. I mean, how obvious was that? And it didn't happen. And who else? Cesaro was there. Here's the thing with Cesaro. I don't really get it with Cesaro. I'm not that big a fan of Cesaro. I kind of think they actually messed up by sticking him with Paul Heyman. Because at WrestleMania, he was doing fine on his own. People were losing it for Cesaro. Then they stuck him with Paul Heyman, and it kind of shifted the attention from Cesaro to Brock Lesnar. Because every time, Cesaro comes out with Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman's talking and blah, blah, he always has to go back to the fact that he was the one in 21, and the one behind the one in 21-1, which I was there, hell of a moment. Agreed. You deserve the props. You deserve the props for that. I'm so glad I got to be in the presence of that moment. It's huge. It was a part of history. So I get that. But if you're going to be with Cesaro, I need you to be with Cesaro and push Cesaro and promote Cesaro. But I mean, aside from his swing, really, to me, Cesaro hasn't really done that much since he won the Andre the Giant battle Memorial Battle Royal. So, you know, I mean, I could have take or leave Cesaro winning, but I honestly would have put every other person in that match winning besides John Cena. I could understand Bray Wyatt. It would have been phenomenal. The promos that would have been cut with those belts would have been, I mean, y'all know, it would have been awesome. It was, I get Bray Wyatt. I wouldn't have thought Alberto Del Rio should have won just because, like, me personally, I'm a huge Alberto Del Rio fan, but I just don't think anyone else is. I'm sorry. I love Alberto and I'm for him, but I don't really know what he's talking about in most of his promos. I loved when he was the Mexican aristocrat. He came out of the cars and since someone could not be quiet and he keeps barking out the window, Louis gonna have to sit in with me for a little while. Stop. Hey, you listen. I'm talking about Money in the Bank. Stop. Come on. So anyway, I'm a huge fan of Del Rio. I don't think anyone else is. And every time he's had a title, it just... So in that match, it was John Kane. Oh, Kane. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, how funny is Triple H and Stephanie McMahon when their people are in the match? Like, they're hilarious. Randy Orton. Oh my God. How banged up did he get? That was insane. I mean, right off the bat, he goes out there and cracks his head open. Like, that was crazy. I thought it was funny how the guys were trying to hurry up and clean him up. They're like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And he was like, no, I'm going to fight. I'm going to have this match. So he gets back in the ring, and actually, it was a good match. It wasn't as good as the contract ladder match. I thought the contract ladder match was better because people took more risk and blah blah. You know, see Bray Wyatt start crab walking in the middle of the match, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, insane. And by the way, if anyone from WWE would ever see this, it is time that y'all either combine those belts or keep them separate. That is too goddamn much to say every time I need to say the belt. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And I feel so bad for the superstars because I feel like at some point they're going to get... someone's going to get tongue-tied saying that crap like I just did. I know it's going to happen. So anyway, I think Cesaro was... Bray Wyatt, I could have went with Sheamus. Sheamus had a hell of a night that night, by the way. He was really good. But I would have went with Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt, Sheamus, Randy Orton. Maybe Kane would have been an interesting twist. If he was like, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and win for me instead of worrying about y'all. That would have been pretty cool, too. It would have been an interesting thing to see Seth Rollins cashing against another member of the Authority, Randy Orton or Kane. That would have been nice, but nope. Let's just give it to Cena. Why the hell not? So, I'm not going to hate on him for it. It's just, I just didn't get it. I thought the pay-per-view was nice. And I think a lot of people would have not hated the pay-per-view so much if John didn't win. What do you think? Yeah, I agree. So I feel like, I don't know. I mean, oh my God, I had to talk about the Divas match. Not Summer Rae and Layla, but the other one. Naomi and Paige. Damn. That match was one of the best Divas matches I've seen in probably the last 5 years. Yeah, I'm going to go that far because that would be 2009. Yeah. That was one of the best Divas matches I've seen in the last 5 years. I mean, the people that were over here with me watching it, because we had a little party. It's Louisiana. We party for like everything. Oh, it's Tuesday. Get the beer. But it was like, they were like, that's the girls fighting? I'm like, yeah, that's Naomi. The Funkadactyl and Paige. And Paige actually got her ass whooped in that match. Paige had a John Cena match. She got her ass whooped from the time, and we were actually laughing because it looked like she couldn't stand up anymore. Because I was like, damn, just give the kid a break. And I kept saying, Paige, just don't get up, baby. Just stay on the floor. Don't even, no one's gonna be mad at you. You gave it your all. Just get counted out and call it a day. She hit like 2 moves the entire match in one. And I'm glad people said it. People actually called her on that, so I'm glad about that. But, you know, so that happened. It was a great match. I applaud Naomi. Y'all know I'm a huge Naomi fan. Ever since NXT 3, I've been a huge Naomi fan. I've actually been a Naomi pusher. Like, I try to push Naomi onto people. I'm like, you want to see a Divas match? Come watch Naomi. Oh, WWE. Yeah, have you seen Naomi? Like, that's how she's great. I'm so excited that she's gotten her shot, and unfortunately she didn't win, but I think they kind of proved to everybody that I think they kind of proved to everyone that they should be taken more seriously. So the Usos fought the Wyatts. I'm surprised it wasn't really that great of a match. They retained, but it wasn't really that great of a match. It kind of shocked me. Stardust and Goldust fought. They fought somebody. Ryback. Which, like I said, I find it so weird that they still write it as Ryback and Curtis Axel, and everyone calls him Ryback. That match, I mean, I was interested to see Goldust and Stardust. I actually had never seen them compete together. So, I mean, it happened. It was a good match. I didn't catch all of Raw. I heard the biggest news that Chris Jericho returned, and that's pretty awesome because he's Chris freaking Jericho. He came back. Everyone's really excited about it. I haven't seen it. I'm going to watch it on Saturday. Saturday. Universal does the replay, so I'm going to watch it Saturday night. And I can't wait to see, because I could not find one person that had an issue with Monday Night Raw. Now, I did find it funny that people are having an issue with John Cena being on the cover of WWE 2K15. Why? I mean, The Rock was on it. CM Punk was on it. See how that went. Neither one of those people are there anymore. And John Cena was there before both of those people, and is still there now. And I think when he's an old man, when he dies, his ghost is going to still be there. Like, that kid, I mean, who else should be on the cover? Who else should be on the cover of WWE 2K15? I think I'm surprised it took them this long to put him on there. Come here, Louis, come here. I really am. He should have been on it. He should have been on all of them. I mean, damn. If there's one constant. The only other option would have been The Undertaker due to the streak ending and everyone being all excited and him being really important again because of the fact that the streak ended and it was crazy as hell. I could see Triple H being on it, maybe The Authority. I could have seen Daniel Bryan being on it. But it's just like, it makes more sense that John Cena would be on it to me, in my opinion. AJ came back. I wish I could have a job where I could just leave, stick another girl in my spot, it's fine. Go off, rumor is get married, and then just come back when I feel like it, and be put back right at the top of my game. I don't think that's fair. I can't believe other people think that's fair. Let me tell y'all this, okay? Bear with me now. If John Cena did what AJ Lee did, y'all would be pissed. But instead, everyone's cool with it. She comes back in and beats Paige for her title, which, granted, I'm sorry, but AJ's not a good wrestler. Paige isn't that great either, so it wasn't to have the match with Naomi and Paige the night before, and then that match, because that's when I walked in. I walked in when Paige was in there talking, "Oh, I'm not a fluke. Oh my God, I'm not a fluke." Blah 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 blah. So she came out. That's when I walked in when she was out there talking, and AJ's music hit, and I was like, oh crap. She comes skipping out, doing the same damn thing she was doing last time she was in the ring. And the thing what's funny about it is, they were CM Punk chants, not AJ chants, and that sucks. That sucks so bad that his ass has been gone for that long, and he's kind of overshadowing her. And I don't think, she might be cool with it. I don't know the bitch. Supposed to not curse. I don't know her personally to know if she's upset by it or she's excited by it. I mean, maybe she wants everyone to know that she's wearing that ring, like, and doing this when she walks out. "Hi guys, I'm AJ Lee." Like, so I get that she is enamored with her boyfriend, but it just sucks because it's still not about her. It's still about him. Anyway, I don't think it's fair that she got to go in there and become Divas champion when Naomi's been working her ass off. Well, no, it's still there. If you haven't seen, her ass is still there. But it's like, I don't get why Naomi should have to take a back step for AJ coming back. But, it's a business, so maybe AJ might be what's best for business. And apparently, internet, you guys are wrong again. She's not pregnant, clearly. She ran out there and became Divas champion. So that happened. What was the last thing that happened? Oh my God, the end of Monday Night Raw. Push my hair back on this one. the end of Monday Night Raw, there was some kind of match. I don't really even know what the hell was going on. John Cena was with Roman Reigns, which, why? Why? I don't want Roman Reigns and John Cena to be together. It just makes no sense to me. So John Cena and Roman Reigns are fighting. Dude, good for him. I'm assuming it was Randy Orton and Kane on the other side of the thing. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming it was Randy Orton and Kane. I'll watch it again Saturday, and I know if I'm wrong, once again, I know someone will correct me. But Randy Orton and Kane against John Cena and Roman Reigns. The match was the irregular old after pay-per-view party show match until the end. I don't know exactly what happened. I can't remember. But something happened and John Cena was laid out. So John Cena's laid out. What happens next? Seth Rollins runs out with that briefcase, running full speed in those shiny pants that I enjoy so much, slides in the rings ready cashing in. Triple H is out there, Kane is out there, Randy Orton is out there. Everyone, all the ingredients were there to make a delicious cash-in gumbo. And then what happens? Dean Ambrose's ass comes flying out there in his jeans and his shirt. No, I think he had on like a hoodie. I can't remember. Dean Ambrose comes out, messes that up. So, because the referee was like, oh, Cena's hurt, he can't fight. How many times has he fought injured, broken, dead, alive, all kind of... He's been in matches where he should have lost, and he won anyway. So let him get up and get his ass whipped by Seth Rollins. So that happened, and at the end of the day, Seth Rollins wound up running away. Triple H is cursing out the referees. It's all kind of craziness. Seth was not able to cash in on Money in the Bank. But it was a great, great show. Roman Reigns still has that kind of I might just spear you just for the hell of it thing going on with him. Like, you think he's good, but I just, him and Randy Orton, like, for some reason, I just can't trust those two. Like, Randy Orton, I'm telling you, Seth Rollins is going to get turned on by Randy Orton at any second. Not turned on by Randy Orton. I mean, he might, I don't know. I mean, Seth Rollins is going to get, turned on by Randy Orton. He's just a dirty kid. Like, he's going to do something. I know he will. So, that's all I have to say for today. All right, I forgot to do two things. I was supposed to send a shout out to my homeboy, Kyron. Good looking out, dude. That's all I'm going to say. Good looking out. Also, shout out to Alexis XOXO825 on Twitter for becoming MartiMania's 500th follower. Thanks, Alexis. Thanks to all the MartiManiacs. Once again. Anyway, so if I don't see y'all before then, have a very happy 4th of July. And, at some point, put your hand over your heart and in a very loud, clear voice say, "We the people," just because, why not? It is the 4th of July. And at Marty05 for me, at Marty05 for the show. And until next time, try not to tap out. My saddles.